Lisa Leslie saying the quiet part out loud. Why can't these ladies make simple layups?
Lisa Leslie didn't sugarcoat it. On Angel Reese's own podcast, the WNBA legend pulled her straight up, fix your layups. No gossip, no media filter, just real talk, face to face. And she had a point. Reese is hitting just 40% on twos, which is hurting her impact in the league. Now the question is, will Angel take that advice and level up, or keep leaving points on the table?
Getting better at her layups, right? That's what Lisa Leslie said, straight, point blank. Angel Reese, you want advice from me? You got to get better on your layups.
Picture this. You're hosting your own podcast, shilling across from a Hall of Famer. And then she hits you with that. Lisa Leslie didn't pull punches when she joined Angel Reese. She told her, point blank, that her layups need serious work. No fluff, no filters. Just a legend giving a raw, real critique on a public stage. And yeah, it left fans shook.
The biggest advice I have for you is going to be how you shoot your layups, period. Like, we're going to fix that.
Yeah.
That's fixable for you. And I think that's probably the biggest. I think your shot from the outside is improving. I love that your ball handling is good. Your defense is improved.
It was one of those moments where time kind of stops. Lisa Leslie, towering figure in the game, literally and figuratively, locked eyes with Angel Reese and dropped the truth. The biggest advice I have for you is going to be how you shoot your layups. No sugarcoating. No sidestepping. Just a direct hit to the one area that could make or break Reese's rise in the league. It wasn't petty, it was purposeful. A legend recognizing potential and challenging her to rise to it.
Hoops game where she literally needs to put up like 300 shots a day. And I'm not kidding. Like 200 or 300 shots a day, and that's missed layups. She's 6'3" or 6'4", can't hit a layup to save her life. And literal videos have went mega viral of just her missing layups in games.
Exactly. And that's what made it hit so hard. This wasn't behind closed doors, whispered during a timeout, or slipped into a post-game breakdown. Lisa Leslie brought the film room straight to the fans, right there on Reese's own mic. She didn't come to flatter, she came to push. And doing it in public, that wasn't shade, it was a statement. A message to Reese and to everyone watching. Greatness doesn't grow in comfort. Sometimes the most powerful mentorship happens under the lights, not in the shadows.
Yes, but I tend to think this is a tiny bit embarrassment that someone that considers herself the face of the WNBA, the second biggest star in the WNBA, and she needs remedial work on shooting layups.
When Lisa Leslie speaks on the game, it's not casual commentary, it's gospel. She's seen every angle of the sport. Dominant player, seasoned analyst, respected voice. If she says your layups are a problem, it's not just critique. It's a blueprint for leveling up. Reese might have been caught off guard, but the smart move is to absorb it, not resist it. Because when a legend takes the time to correct you publicly, it means they believe you've got the potential to be great, not just good.
Look, let's give her credit for trying to evolve her game. We have to give her a little credit. I think she realizes my game is incomplete.
Yes, and that nuance from Leslie is powerful. She wasn't tearing Reese down, she was issuing a challenge. By framing it as fixable, Leslie sent a message. You're not broken, but you're not there yet. That's a huge distinction. It shows belief in Reese's ceiling, but also no sugarcoating the gap between where she is and where she could be. Coming from a legend, that kind of honesty hits different. It's not shade, it's a wake-up call with love and expectations behind it.
No, because essentially she got called out by one of the greatest WNBA players to ever do the thing, right? And literally got called out for missing layups. I mean, in fairness, Lisa Leslie was like, we're going to try to help you. But she literally calls her out for missing layups.
Exactly, leaving that moment and says more about Reese than any press quote ever could. It shows maturity and a real willingness to grow. She didn't flinch, didn't clap back, and didn't protect her image over progress. That level of self-awareness is rare, especially in a young star who's constantly under the spotlight. It's almost like she wanted her fans to see it, to witness her being held accountable by a legend and taking it on the chin. That's how growth happens. Quietly, humbly, and in full view.
Wow. That is pretty embarrassing to have someone come on your podcast and as a professional basketball player, hey, what do you think I need to work on? Layups.
The bottom line, Angel Reese is leaving too many easy points on the floor. Shooting just 40% on two-pointers for a player who lives in the paint isn't just a stat, it's a ceiling. Most WNBA post players are finishing those looks at 50% or better, and that gap is the difference between being solid and being dominant. Lisa Leslie didn't sugarcoat it because she knows Reese can be great if she cleans that up.
I'm going to authentically and seriously give Angel Reese credit because it's a podcast and it's her podcast. And if she wanted to edit that out, she could have.
Angel Reese's 40% shooting around the basket isn't just a rough patch. It's a glaring problem, especially when you look at someone like Aaliyah Boston, who's converting 53% of her two-pointers. That's a significant difference for a player in Reese's position. When you have the ball under the basket and struggle to finish, it raises serious questions about her potential at the highest level. Leslie had every reason to call it out. This issue could be holding her back from taking that next leap.
And Mabry comes up with the board. Long pass, perfect to Reese. She was unable to get it in. And they play some beautiful basketball. Again, no Brianna Stewart today. Chicago's missed 7 straight shots.
That's go off all screen, so she's not getting any easy look.
Reese, short.
To really grasp the magnitude of Angel Reese's struggle with finishing at the basket, consider this. She ranks at the bottom of the list for two-point efficiency among the top 30 scorers in the WNBA. It's not just a small dip. Her numbers are alarmingly low compared to the competition. Even veterans like Tina Charles, who isn't exactly known for elite finishing, are hitting 47% of their two-pointers, 7 percentage points higher than Reese. This kind of inefficiency isn't just an anomaly. It's something that's directly holding her back from reaching her full potential as a top-tier player.
Bottom, unfortunately, you got Angel Reese, 40% from two-point percent. 40% for Angel Reese. Tina Charles, 47%.
What makes Angel Reese's shooting struggles even more perplexing is her dominance on the offensive glass. She has an incredible knack for positioning herself perfectly for rebounds, showcasing elite instincts and hustle. But then, something odd happens. Those hard-earned second chances often go to waste. Despite having a clear advantage over defenders who are out of position, Reese still fails to convert what should be an easy bucket. This inconsistency at the basket, despite her strong rebounding, only adds to the mystery and frustration surrounding her game.
Tina Charles shoots a little bit more middies, so I can see why her percentage isn't as high as where it should be, but Angel Reese shooting 40%? That's disastrous, folks. That's not good at all.
It's even more baffling when you watch Angel Reese in transition. She's got the speed and athleticism to outrun everyone down the floor and often gets a perfect pass in stride. Yet, she'll miss the layup, clanking it off the backboard. These aren't contested shots with defenders all over her. These are wide-open opportunities that should be easy buckets. It's the kind of play where NBA players might be deciding which dunk to throw down, not wondering if they'll make the shot. It's a perplexing inconsistency for someone with her talent.
They don't practice. They don't practice nearly enough. Repetition, 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 repetition. They get into the league and they stop with the fundamentals. They get into the league and they think they've made it, and then they stop grinding.
The real concern with Angel Reese's layup struggles isn't just the missed points. It's what might be happening mentally when she approaches the basket. Some basketball analysts have even started comparing her issues to the yips, a psychological block where athletes suddenly lose the ability to perform basic skills they've executed countless times. It's that disconnect between the brain and the body where overthinking causes a breakdown in mechanics. When you're dealing with a simple shot that should be second nature, but you can't make it, it's not just about technique, it's about mental clarity and confidence.
I just don't know if it's fixable. This isn't Steve Sachs with problems with the yips.
When Angel Reese repeatedly misses wide-open layups, sometimes even multiple in a row with no defenders around, it raises a bigger question than just technique. Is she second-guessing herself? Is she rushing? For a player with Reese's athleticism and physical gifts, these misses don't make sense from a purely physical standpoint. There's definitely a mental aspect at play here, where the pressure or internal doubt could be affecting her usual sharpness, leading to uncharacteristic errors.
No, I think a technical flaw can be fixed. Okay? The yips, I think, is much deep-seated mentally where it's almost no I completely disagree with that.
It's truly perplexing when you think about it. Angel Reese is a 6'3" elite athlete who can out-jump, out-muscle, and outwork almost anyone on the court. Her rebounding stats alone show she has incredible coordination and timing. But when it comes to finishing near the rim, that same coordination seems to vanish. It's one of the most puzzling contradictions in her game right now. She can dominate physically in so many areas, but those missed layups highlight a glaring inconsistency that's hard to explain.